Hello friends, and welcome back to Faster Than Light. We're going with the same crew, SeaFin, ZZ, Zinzin, and Sheila, on the SS Rustbucket. Our mission is still the same. The information that we carry is vital, so let's not burn up in a fire this time. Alright, let's jump straight away. And head down here. That seems like a good place. Okay, we arrived. Your screen lights up with warnings, and nearby parts seem to have advanced hacking tools, and they tried to shut down our engines. Your crew managed to keep them barely operational, and we move in for attack. So they shut down part of our engines. Now we're going to pause straight here, power up our Artemis and burst laser, turn auto fire on, and send the burst laser straight at their weapon system, while we send the missile at their shields to hopefully take them down. Alright, we have full power to our weapons. We're going to send Sheila to shields and Zinzin to weapons. And we'll keep myself in the cockpit to help hopefully avoid some incoming attacks. And let's try not to light the entire ship on fire this time. Yeah, sounds like a good plan. Alright, we're charging up. Taking some hits, but dishing even more out. Okay, we're going to deactivate the Artemis now that their shields are down, because we should be able to just take them out with our burst laser from here. Oh, very good. One more hit'll do it. Their weapons are down, so they can't fire at us. Their shields are back up, but we should be able to fire 2 lasers off, one to deactivate the shields, and one to take them down just like that. Perfect. Nailed it. We got a lot of fuel from that. That's nice. That'll keep us going for a while, and some good scrap. We are going to do what we did last time, which sounds like a bad idea, but it's really not. And we're going to fully power our engines so we can charge up our FTL, drive faster, and hopefully, if we get into some more serious combat, dodge some very life-threatening attacks. Now, we have a distress signal here, and the rebels aren't really approaching us from behind just yet, so I feel like we should go and help these guys out, because we're just like upstanding people. Yeah. We arrived to find a ship floating around some debris. Hello, our impulse drives are shot and we can't jump. Could you give us some fuel? We could just apologize and save our fuel, but that being said, I do realize that we got a bunch of fuel from our last fight, so we can give them some fuel and help them out. We don't have much to offer. Oh, they updated our maps. That's perfect. So now we have an idea of where possible ships are, and we also have a store over here. And we also have some other distress things, like we shouldn't go there because it's close to a nearby sun, which means we'll just take constant damage during the entire fight, which is not something we want to do. But we should be able to jump from here to here to here to here. Maybe hit that distress thing if we're not being pursued too much, go up there, and then head straight for the exit. So I feel like that's a good plan. It's a good thing we help these guys, because now we have some super hard advanced intel. Alright, unmanned scout, a fight is unavoidable, unfortunately. So the ship starts to power the FTL drive. If it gets away, it will no doubt warn the fleet of your position. We cannot have that. Okay, it's got a cloaking device, which is unfortunate. We're not going to make the same mistake we did last time. We're going to full power all of our weapons, charge them up, and as soon as he comes out of cloak, we're just going to nail him and take him straight down, straight away. We want to take out their FTL drive so that they can't get away and alert the rebel fleet of our position, because if they do that, well, then we're in deep trouble. Okay. That's down, so now we can target their cloaking so they can't do it again, and we're going to target their engines so they can't jump away. I would normally like to target their weapons because their weapons hurt us, but our shields are up, and we're doing some pretty good jobs here. So we're going to do that straight away. I do not want them cloaking again, and I definitely, okay, we have serious hull damage in that area. Okay, but we did take out both of their engines. We're going to turn the Artemis off, and we're going to now target their cockpit and hopefully take them out. Okay. We're in a bit of trouble there, but it's alright because our shields are up, And they disabled our shields temporarily, which is why we're just kind of standing there. But we took it down, took them down, and we got some fuel, drone parts, and some scrap. Okay, we're still one step ahead of the fleet, and we're actually going to send Cfin in there to repair the hull. Be prepared to get her out of there if she runs out of oxygen and then dies. We do not want to lose a crew member at this early stage of the game. Okay, we're going to get her out of there. We're going to send in Sheila to finish the repair job while we send Cfin into the medical bay to get some aid for her oxygen deprivation. Okay, so that's fully repaired. Send her into the medical bay. Our oxygen system will slowly refill that, and then we are just going to send them back to their positions as soon as they're all healed up. And then, yeah, everything will be fine and dandy. Alright, let's make the jump and head down here, so hopefully we can avoid some more conflict, and who knows, maybe stumble upon some goodies. Despite the barren area, trader set up shop, and he presents an offer. We get 5 fuel for 3 missiles. I'm going to ignore that because we have plenty of fuel and not plenty of missiles. Let's make the jump again and head actually to the store. Hopefully I have enough scrap to buy something, because let's be realistic, we want stuff. But we don't have that much scrap, unfortunately. We can get some missiles, which will be nice. Let's see, what are we missing out on? A heavy laser, fire beam, and hull missile. Shame we don't have enough for any of those, or any systems like drone control, crew teleporter, or cloaking. We don't really have the crew for a crew teleporter because our crew are just measly humans, which aren't really that great. But it would be nice to use it at some point, and the cloaking would be amazing, but we definitely can't afford that. So I'm going to say we buy some missiles, and we'll repair our ship. And then that'll use up all of our scrap, but we'll be good to go. So let's make the next jump to this distress beacon. Again, we're good citizens. We want to help out. You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them, asking them what's wrong. Help! We're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. All right, we're sending the crew to help immediately. Giant alien spiders are no joke. They aren't. They aren't. Okay, regular spiders are like poisonous, and they're small, and they're nimble. Giant alien spiders? Freaky. I do not want to deal with that. Okay, your crew slowly creeps up on a cluster of creatures from behind. Without warning, the giant arachnids turn and charge. However, your team stays in control, and before long, you've beaten them back. Yeah, because we got a crack team. So, obviously, I laid down some covering fire. Cfin rushed in with a giant fly swatter, took out the lead spider, and Sheila just mopped up the rest with her machine gun. Sheila, don't mess with Sheila. Just don't. It's a mistake. Just don't do it. Now we're going to contact the ship owners, and they're thrilled with your success and offer the reward of 8 missiles. That is perfect, and we got 10 more scrap, a couple of drone parts that we'll probably never use. Perfect. Okay, that could not have ended any better. So let's jump. They're coming, but they aren't coming fast enough, so let's hit this next distress beacon, see if we can help out, and just kind of be like the best ship in the entire solar system, galaxy, place, universe. We're shooting for universe. We have our goal set high. It appears that the distress beacon is coming from the surface of a nearby moon. Your senses are picking up a single life form. Let's go down and investigate. You find a colony that seems to have been recently attacked. Exploring the devastation, you find a lone survivor. Oh. We can invite him to join our crew or take him home to his family on a nearby planet in the system. I would love to have an extra crew member, but at the same time, I mean, he should be with his family. He's been through a lot. Let's take him home to his family. The family apparently owns one of the most valuable mining enterprises in the sector. For the safe return of his son, the patron of the family offers a substantial reward. So we got some 19 scrap for that. I almost would have preferred the crew member, but we did a good thing. And really, that's all we can care about. So we're going to jump to this next possible ship detected. We're preparing for battle, and we have battle. We recognize that the ship As a well-known slave trader, he hails you and offers laborers for cheap. Now, we don't have enough scrap to buy a slave member and free him to join our crew. But even if we did, I mean, this is a slaver scum. Let's take him down. Let's take down the slaver scum. So, unfortunately, we have an enemy combat drone that repeatedly attacks our ship. It can be shut down by damaging the enemy's ship's drone system. But our first concern is going to be taking out that shield system here. We want to make sure that stays down. And we do want to then attack their... Do we want to attack their drone system? I think we want to focus on their weapon system first. Then we can shift to their drone system if need be. And let's get started and hope things don't get too bad. Okay. So the attack drone can't get through our shield, so as long as we can keep them from disabling our shields, which they're probably doing right now, we should be alright. Okay, we got some serious damage here. They took out our shield. I'm going to actually go and repair the doors system myself, because if a fire starts and we have our door system down, we can't easily take it out, and we're risking our crew if we let a fire start. Well, that is damage, so we're going to do that. We're keeping our shields just barely up. Okay, we've lost our... Okay, their shields are now down, and we just fired at their weapons. They're charging up their FTL. Oh, okay. So, well, let's take toll of the situation. All right, our hull is at 75%. We've taken some serious damage because of this drone, unfortunately. Our engine is damaged, our sensors are damaged, our medical bay and our door system is damaged. Now, on the very fortunate side of this, we have now taken out their weapon system and their shields are damaged. We are going to take advantage of this opportunity and fire, concentrate fire at their drone system. Actually, no. We're going to have the burst laser continue firing at their weapon system. There we go. So hopefully we can finish off their weapon system. Fortunately, they seem to be attacking with lasers, so as soon as we can get our shields back up and running, they shouldn't be able to pierce them, which will be incredibly helpful in this. They're powering up their FTL drive, but I think we have a small amount of time before that happens, and we should be able to take them out before that issue. Alright, our shields are back up. Unfortunately, we're still being attacked, but we do have... firing that last missile, it'll pierce through and take them out. Perfect. The slave ship is destroyed. They won't continue their evil trade, but many lives were probably lost on the ship. It was for the greater good, I feel. We got some fuel, drone parts, and scrap, so, yeah. We're gonna send Sheila and myself and Zinzin to do some repair work. It doesn't look like any fire started, which is very fortunate because we'd be walking into it blind and then we'd die. Okay. Alright. I'm now fully healed, so I'm going to get back to the cockpit, send Sheila back to shields, and Zinzin to weapons. Let's make the jump and head for the exit. We arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Okay. Debris from a forgotten battle still orbits the gas giant in the system. Some of it may be usable. So, oh, good. We got some more fuel, missiles, and scrap for nothing. That's perfect. Our FTL drive is fully charged, and we can continue on to the next sector. But I believe I will leave it there for now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll come back to continue watching the crew of the SS Rustbucket and their adventure to bring this vital information to the Federation in order to stop the rebel scum. Alright, thanks again for watching, and hopefully I will see you guys next time.